Travertine tiled floors are a great feature, but do need regular maintenance to keep them looking good. This rarely happens correctly in rental properties, and this was certainly the problem at this property in the affluent Sheffield suburb of Whirlow. My client had rented out their beautiful house for the last 10 years, but were now moving back in. The property had been given a deep clean following the last rental, and they were very disappointed with the travertine tiled floor, which looked dull, dirty and generally uninviting. They were contemplating have the floor replaced, but thought they would contact tile doctor first to see if could be improved. I popped into the property to inspect the floor and work out the best method to clean the floor by completing a test clean. The travertine responded well to the test, and I was confident that the floor could be restored. The client was also pleased with the result and the potential of the floor, and agreed our quote. We also agreed a date for the work, which would take 2 days, and booked it in for later in the month. To rejuvenate travertine, we use a system known as burnishing, which gradually cleans and hones the stone to restore its polished appearance. It involves using a set of 4 diamond-encrusted pads of different grits from coarse to fine. Each diamond pad is fitted to a rotary floor buffer and run over the floor with water for lubrication. The resulting slurry is then rinsed away with water and extracted using the wet vacuum. Halfway through the pads, I turned my attention to the grout, which due to being recessed can be missed by the pads. To get this clean, I apply a strong dilution of Tile Doctor Pro Clean, leave it to soak into the grout for 5 minutes, and then scrub it in by hand with a narrow brush. The soil was then rinsed away with water and extracted with a wet vacuum as before. It was a large area, so the tile and grout cleaning process took some time to complete. Once done, the floor was given a final rinse and extraction, and then left to dry out overnight. The following morning, I returned to site ready to seal the floor, first checking with a damp meter that the tiles were dry. We selected to use Tile Doctor Color Grow to seal the floor. This is a color enhancing sealer which improved the color in the stone, whilst protecting it from the inside by occupying the pores. It provides durable protection, but also allows the floor to breathe. 3 coats were applied, each coat is left to dry before applying the next. Our client was over the moon with the results, and was so thankful they didn't end up ripping the floor up. Not only had it saved them the additional cost, but also the disruption of the work, as they were keen to move back in. I suggested that to keep the floor maintained, they should invest in some Tile Doctor Stone Soap. This product improves patina and is pH neutral, so will ensure that the newly applied seal stays in place and the floor remains protected.